on the top of his game, your team's
3/4 of the NFL season. We're underway in Week 14. And up to about the 26-yard line. Just for Ohio State Buckeye, Dwayne Haskins ready to run the controls for the Washington offense. Not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play they got stumped at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
3 yards. And the Washington first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Now a dump off here complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
A big play there, with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to... Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. The Eagles have got it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
And that one gets blocked. There's simply nothing simple about trying to execute the PAT in some snow.
No, absolutely not. We saw Exhibit A of it right there.
You know, one thing, the analytics side is going to get involved about what it takes, what the percentages are in the snow, what it's going to be like in the rain. All those things are going to come into play. You may see people decide to go for 2 more often if you have inclement weather.
Now Garcia to throw on first down. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And this is going to be hauled in. So they get the 2-point conversion. And now they have an 8-6 lead. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 109 yards. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's trying to prove the adage is not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
Six the score after one.
With the score, Eagles 8, Washington 6.
Three yards remain for second down. From the gun, it's Haskins. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And Washington has retaken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Now it's Parker. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. Sheds another. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things go.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run, and the Eagles have retaken the lead.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
Conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points.
Conversion is successful.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Williams loses the football, and it's picked up. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Double on the play. Recovered by the defense.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Garcia now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor for their second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
So now again, the Eagles will go for 2.
Conversion.
Looking to throw. Garcia. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down. So we'll have to see what that's about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
taken at the 15, a short kick. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
We focus our attention now on the Eagles defense. And so far, their game plan, whatever it's been on this side of the football, working pretty well.
And I like where you went there, the game plan. You know that they spent all week watching tape, evaluating, putting together that game plan that they thought would be effective. But there's nothing like seeing it actually work on game day. What we're seeing here, wow, what a performance by them so far.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. He's giving me the evil eye, folks.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And this one all tied as they've gone to the intermission. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And that one's at halftime with the visiting Chiefs out on top. The Chiefs trying to hold on and claim victory. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. The Vikings seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are you going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of a yard.
Another run here with Sanders. Bulldozes past him.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Going for it with Sanders. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
7-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a time as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He'll fire it deep for Rager.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Back to throw. Garcia.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Rager.
63 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
Conversion.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
No good. That keeps the score Eagles.
Interesting call there. They went for 2 even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah,
right?
That's you get pushed 5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for 2 there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
Washington.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
First possession of the 2nd half now for Washington.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
The run there on 1st down gets him a yard to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Haskins pass. complete to number 15.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And a quick throw here that's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Eagles have recovered. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 17.
Garcia's pass.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now Haskins on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On first down, it's Haskins. Right after the turnover, they come out.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Complete to number 48. Touchdown, Washington.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Sanders. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Looking to throw. Garcia. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Now the Eagles will once again go for the 2-point try. Back to throw. Garcia. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
The onside kick recovered by...
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a...
And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Big offense
offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Philadelphia, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Washington, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Kick it and go. Kick it and kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. As soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need to win, who need to win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go from sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go from sideline to touchdown.
Being the veteran voice in the room, Coach wanted me to set the tone, so it was time for me to give a pre-game speech for the ages. To say it was an emotional moment would be an enormous understatement, but I managed to keep it together as we headed for the tunnel. And then I went out for the final game of my pro football career.
Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 63. Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Denver Broncos.
we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Denver Broncos taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Take home the final Super Bowl of the decade. Super Bowl 63 is underway. Now it's Parker. Spins away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Number 26,
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Sanders.
Randy, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now Garcia throwing on first down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. With a first touchdown of the Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
11 yards there, first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, Broncos 0.
Mayfield on first down. Quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's... It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back and...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
5 yards. It's second down.
Here's Garcia. Off play action. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
Garcia to throw on third down. It'll be incomplete.
If this is what you want to see from a defense, give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They took them in one-handed on a grab. Big picked up there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on football.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39.
Now Garcia to throw. Off the play fake. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A final shot before break. Garcia. He'll let this go for the end zone. And then he's caught. But how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver, because remember, it's a spot foul. It'll be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone.
So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This will make it into the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he's going to have the Broncos first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
If you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
The pass there complete to Sutton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Mayfield. This incomplete to Jerry Jeudy. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, 31 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He'll fire deep for Rager. Can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They got his man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Rager with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big time play.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Looking to throw. Garcia. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A gain of 9.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. This is caught. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away, and the Broncos have once again taken the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
25-yard line.
So now the Eagles down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They need at least a field goal to send this Super Bowl to overtime as they come up on 1st down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's caught. One-handed. They won't be able to do it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
27.
So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now it's the Broncos' turn. Trailing by 5. 1:12 to go. A touchdown could win the Super Bowl as they've got a first down. Back to throw. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
So now it's the Eagles' turn, trailing by 3 after the touchdown and 2-point conversion. 43 seconds to go. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in, complete. 20.
Let's get that sweaty, y'all. Let's get that sweaty.
Oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 77 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they...
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. The extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.